Hi guys, and welcome to my WWE Royal Rumble 2023 review. So yes, earlier on this morning, God, it's just finished at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I've had a few hours sleep, but yes, we had the Royal Rumble, yes, the first pay-per-view of 2023, the road to WrestleMania 39 begins, and yeah, for the most part, I mean, for the most part, it was a really good show. Big thumbs up, massive improvement on last year's Royal Rumble, which was a bit of a letdown. But this year we had way better winners of both Rumbles. Both Rumbles were way better, I thought. We had some good matches in between. So yeah, it was a really fun show. So yeah, sit back, guys. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the show and basically what I thought. So yeah, enjoy. So, to kick off the show, we had the 30-man men's Royal Rumble match to kick off the show, which I thought was very surprising because I'm pretty sure the vast majority of Royal Rumbles, the men's Royal Rumble, always main events because they want to end the show with the fella pointing at the sign, like they've done the last few years. So that made me believe, oh my God, Roman Reigns and KO is going to be the main event. So that means they've got something very big planned for the finish. And boy, did they. So I'll get to that. But anyway, yes, the men's Royal Rumble kicked off the show. And it was a really fun hour and 10-minute match. You know, the Royal Rumble usually goes at least an hour. But yeah, and there's hardly any surprises in this year's Rumble. The vast majority of people in it were, well, the vast, apart from one entrant, everyone in this Rumble was Raw or SmackDown. There was no Legends, no NXT call-ups, nothing. Quite surprising. But so yeah, Gunther and Sheamus came out first, reigniting their feud from last year. And they had a good brawl for a bit. Then Miz came out, Kofi Kingston, Johnny Gargano, so forth and so forth, and the Rumble match gets going. So I'm just going to go over who lasted the longest, or like the most notable entrants. Brock Lesnar came out at number 12, although he only lasted 2.5 minutes. But he did get 3 eliminations. But yeah, Bobby Lashley came out at number 13, eliminated him as payback, and that fair enough, because you know Bobby and Brock still got a bit of feud going on, and Brock's been F5ing Bobby on Raw, so that looks like it's going to be a match at WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber, we'll see. But yeah, Brock went crazy. He beat up Baron Corbin. He smashed the table. He was pissed off back outside the rings. That makes me believe we're going to get something with Drew and Bobby. Bobby and Brock at WrestleMania, like I said. So Drew McIntyre was at number 9. Good to see Drew. Seth Rollins was number 15. Rey Mysterio was number 17, but he didn't come out, unable to compete. So it was technically a 29-man Royal Rumble because Rey didn't come out. So Dominic came out at number 18 wearing Rey's mask. So I assume he beat up Rey backstage or something, but we never saw it. So yeah, it was a 29-man Royal Rumble. So okay, as I said, then Dominic came out, and Elias, Finn Balor, but at 21 was the big surprise. Booker T. I was not expecting that because he was on the kickoff show. But yeah, Booker T appeared. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it was cool to see Booker T, even though he only lasted 42 seconds. He did a few scissor kicks. He did a bookend, did a spinneroonie, and then Gunther eliminated him. So it was like, yeah, cool to see you, Booker T, even though like came out of retirement for 42 seconds. Okay. Then towards the end, Edge came out. Oh yes, on this day, it was great. But then he only lasted 1 minute. So yeah, I mean, there was a few weird spots. Edge is big return. We haven't seen him since Extreme Rules, and he comes back. He hits a few spears on members of the Judgment Day. I think he gets 2 eliminations, but then after just a minute, Finn eliminates him. I was like, okay. And then towards the end, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and at number 29, Logan Paul. Oh my God, Logan Paul. Yeah, I like Logan Paul because he won me over with that amazing match with Roman last year at Crown Jewel. But yeah, he got 1 elimination, Logan, and he had this amazing spot with Ricochet where they both bounced off each other in the middle of the ring from a jump. Oh, it was great. He eliminated Seth Rollins. Oh my God, Logan eliminated Seth Rollins. Is that teasing maybe a WrestleMania match with Logan Paul and Seth Rollins? I'll be down for that. So yeah, but then at number 30, Adrenaline in Soul. Yeah, Cody came out at number 30, and then yeah, so and Cody won. That's just stay right there. At the very end, the last 2 were Cody and Gunther. Gunther, who came out at number 1, who lasted so long, and they had Cody and Gunther had a bit of a back and forth match for like 10 minutes. It was just those two for a while, move after move after move, and Gunther, man, looked fresh, even though he'd been wrestling for over an hour. But then towards the end, Cody gets back on top, and he with a little sneaky reversal, boom, out goes Gunther, and Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble and points towards the side. Yeah, and there we go. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is set for WrestleMania. I think Cody Rhodes was the heavy favourite, and I did say in my prediction video, he probably is the favourite, but for something reason I went with The Rock. But yeah, no Rock, didn't even appear, which is a bit disappointing. But I'll get to The Rock, which was a shame. But yeah, Cody Rhodes wins. Very obvious. He was one of the favourites, and yeah, he's going on to WrestleMania now to face Roman Reigns for both belts or for just one. We'll see. Because I'm still going with the fact that I think Roman will defend both the belts on separate nights. So I still think Cody will face Roman for just one belt, and then maybe the other night. I'm still fingers crossed for The Rock, but we'll see. But if Cody does go on to face Roman for both belts, then I don't think Cody will win. I think, because I think they want to get Roman to get to 1,000 days. But anyway, yeah. Good win for Cody. Great to see him back after so long, and yeah, he well-deserved win. But let's just go over some of the times. Gunther, he got 5 eliminations, 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's got to be a new record, so well done, Gunther. Sheamus, 52 and a half minutes, 3 eliminations. Wow. Johnny Gargano, half an hour, but he didn't get 1 elimination. Drew McIntyre, 39 minutes. He got 4 eliminations. Good showing for Drew. Brock Lesnar got 3 eliminations, but was only in the Rumble for 2.5 minutes. Seth Rollins got 2 eliminations. He was in the Rumble for 37 minutes. Dominic got 1 elimination, but he was in the Rumble for 25 minutes. Oh my god. Finn Balor got 2 eliminations, but was in there for 7.5 minutes. Austin Theory, 15 minutes, but 1 elimination. And yeah, everyone else. And Cody Rhodes, 15 minutes. Cody Rhodes got 5 eliminations. 5 eliminations in 15 minutes, so he was up there with Gunther. So, yeah, guys, great men's Royal Rumble, and Cody Rhodes, very well-deserved winner. I'm surprised with only one NXT/Hall of Fame talent, Hall of Fame, Booker T. So, apart from that, everyone else was Raw and SmackDown. So, yeah, no NXT call-ups, no legends. So, fair enough. But yeah, good match. And Cody Rhodes, good luck for WrestleMania, boy. So, yes, then next up we got was Bray Wyatt going up against LA Knight in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. And yeah, I was excited for this because obviously, big Bray Wyatt fan, wearing his new merch. But yeah, I didn't know what to expect from this match. A pitch black match. What does that entail? So basically, when they both come out at the end, at the beginning of the match, a UV or neon light shines on the ring, lights up with all these neon lights. Bray's face makeup looks all scary. Looks really creepy. LA Knight's got luminescent ring gear on, and they just have a luminescent match. Basically, it was quite cool. And then outside they fight for a bit. LA Knight gets a bit of offense. It wasn't just all Bray Wyatt. But then LA Knight puts Bray through a table. It's all this green dust or green confetti, but neon charge comes out the table. It was quite pretty. But then Bray gets back on top. He gets back on the ring, and out of nowhere, when LA Knight was looking like he was on top, he starts whacking Bray with weapons. Bray just counters Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. I was like, it was quite abrupt. It only went 5 minutes. I was like, I mean, yeah, obviously Bray was going to win, but I was expecting this to go at least, 10, 12 minutes, but 5 minutes. I was quite short, that man. And that Sister Abigail just came out of nowhere, but whatever, it was fun. But maybe I was expecting something maybe a little bit more from Bray's first match back, since we've been waiting so long. But then it wasn't over there. LA Knight was running away, but Bray put on a new mask and was chasing LA Knight around the arena. Then he just beat up, and he wasn't selling it at all. LA Knight was whacking Bray with weapons, and Bray just wasn't selling it. And then he gets LA Knight down, and then we see Uncle Howdy at the top of this level, and he just jumps down on LA Knight. Boom! We get this big explosion. That was cool. And then we get we see the Firefly Funhouse characters peeking down. So is this the new Wyatt faction? Then we have the 4 Firefly Funhouse avatars, Bray and Uncle Howdy. Is that the new Bray Wyatt faction? We'll see. But yeah, it was cool, really cool. Yeah, the match wasn't anything special, but that was cool seeing Uncle Howdy and Bray beat up LA Knight at the end. That was cool. So yeah, it was fine. It was fine. So see what's next for Bray heading up to WrestleMania. Then next up we got Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, and this was probably, this was a bit disappointing. I think this is probably the biggest weak point of the night for me personally, because on paper this sounds great. Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, woo, yeah, two fantastic female wrestlers. Alexa Bliss, a multi-time former women's champion. Bianca Belair's been amazing the last 3 years. She's been carrying the company, really. Bianca's done so well. So for the Raw Women's Championship, but the match only went 7.5 minutes. Yes, what? This match should have gone 15, 20 minutes at least. 7.5 minutes, that's rubbish. That's so short. Maybe the time got cut because maybe the men's Royal Rumble went over, so they had to cut it short, sadly. But, I mean, the match was fine. It wasn't like a rubbish match. It was quite close. You know, Alexa performed the DDT for a near fall. And then there was looks like she's gonna been twisted by Bray, because then she tried at near the end. Alexa tried to do a Sister Abigail, but Bianca blocked with a KOD to it, and she countered it with a KOD to win. 7.5 minutes. I was like, okay, that was very, very short, but yeah. And then Bianca walks out the ring going, yeah, but then Alexa starts going even more crazy. And then we see dirt. We see the Fiends, or the Fiend. We see Bray's sigil. And as Alexa becomes darker and darker, so I think we're definitely teasing something with Alexa, aren't we, with Bray and Uncle Howdy? We'll see. But yeah, it was okay. But 7.5 minutes was a bit of a letdown, yeah. Then next up, we got the 30-woman Royal Rumble match for a Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. Yes, this was really good too. Another really solid Women's Royal Rumble match. So let's go over the entrance. So Rhea Ripley came out first. And Rhea Ripley had an amazing showing, which I'll get to Rhea Ripley. Then Liv Morgan came out second, so Rhea and Liv get it started. Then we got Dana Brooke, Emma, Shayna Baszler, and this Women's Royal Rumble, unlike the men's, we did have a few NXT call-ups and like a free agent, which I'll get to near the end. But I think she's back for good now. So yeah, it wasn't just Raw and SmackDown. So yeah, Bayley came out at number 6, Shayna Baszler 5. But yeah, number 8, we got Roxanne Perez, the current NXT Women's Champion, because she dethroned Mandy Rose, didn't she, a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, whatever. So Roxanne Perez came out at number 8. We got Zoe Stark from NXT at number 13. Chelsea Green came out at number 20, even though she lasted 5 seconds. Michelle McCool came out at number 25 from the audience. She lasted about 30 minutes. That was cool. Indy Hartwell from NXT. So there was a few call-ups. A few surprises. What's her name? Doudrop came back, but as Piper Niven, what she was originally called in NXT UK. Woohoo! Great to see Piper. I really like Doudrop / Piper Niven. She's great. Tamina came out at number 19. Asuka came back at number 17 with new makeup. She looked really cool. Becky Lynch at number 15. Any other surprise? Oh yeah, and of course, number 30. I'm not like most girls. Nia Jax. Oh my god, Nia Jax came back. That was cool to see, because Nia Jax has been gone for well over a year, hasn't she? When did she get released? Was it mid 2022? Was it, or was it? No, it wasn't late. I think it was 2021. Nia Jax got released. So yeah, it's good to see her back. I think she's back for good, because she's got new merch in the shop. So yeah, if Nia Jax is back, then great. So I like Nia Jax. So yeah, it's good to see her back. But she only lasted 2 minutes. But anyway, yeah, so it was a good, fun Rumble. But that fun Rumble too. And then at the end, the final 2 were the beginning 2. Liv and Rhea Ripley were the final 2. They were duking out on the ropes. But then Liv looked like she had it won. But then Rhea countered with the cool leg counter. Boom! Liv goes out. And Rhea Ripley wins the Women's Royal Rumble, lasting over an hour. Wow. Well, here in Liv Morgan lasted over an hour. Wow. Great showing. Is that a new record for the women? So we got a new record for the men with Gunther, and we got a new record for the women with Rhea and Liv Morgan lasting over an hour. That's incredible. Rhea Ripley got 7 eliminations. Wow. That's got to be a record for the Women's Royal Rumble. Oh, it's up there with Bianca, isn't it? 7 eliminations. Liv Morgan got 3, lasting over an hour. So yeah, Rhea Ripley wins. Really happy for Rhea Ripley. She was the strong favourite. I don't know, why did I pick Bayley? I just thought she might have been a dark horse, Bayley, but no. Rhea Ripley wins, and she looks like she's gonna either face Bianca or Charlotte at WrestleMania. I'll be down with either match, to be honest. I think Bianca would probably be the better match, but she's got history with Charlotte too. They've had history at WrestleMania 36, so and all the matches. So maybe Rhea wants to have another shot at Charlotte. We'll see. But yeah, Rhea Ripley was happy with that. She's been great. She's been more or less carrying the bloodline, the Judgment Day for a few months now with her and Dominic and all that. So she's been doing great. So she deserves this, and I'm happy for her, Rhea Ripley, to get a big shot at WrestleMania, which I think she'll probably win, whoever she faces, whether it's Rhea or Charlotte. So Bianca or Charlotte. But yeah, going over other women who lasted a while, there were a few weak eliminations in this Women's Royal Rumble. There, B-Fab from Hit Row. She lasted 36 seconds. For God's sake. Any other women that didn't do very well? Roxanne Perez. NXT Women's Champion, but she lasted 4.5 minutes, but not great. Who else didn't last that long? Let me have a look. Chelsea Green, like I said, 5 seconds. Indy Hartwell, 4.5 minutes, not bad. Nia Jax, like I said, only 2 minutes. She got, but everyone had to team up to eliminate her, so that was funny. But I guess she probably wasn't in ring shape, so she couldn't do too much. She needs to get back into maybe in ring fitness. And Zoe Stark did quite well. She lasted 26 minutes, even though she didn't get one elimination. But yeah, guys, that was the Women's Royal Rumble. Really, really good. 2 very solid Royal Rumbles, both fun, and both very, very worthy winners. So yeah, unlike last year. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah. Then on to the main event. Woo, lot to say here. Yes, we had Roman Reigns going with Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn going up against Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Universal Championship. And yeah, I was looking forward to this match. In my main event, I was like, something big's going to happen at the end, and boy, did it. So I'll get to that soon. But yeah, it was a really fun match. Roman and KO, we know how good their matches have been, like when they had those 2 matches in 2020 and 2021, at the Royal Rumble 2 years ago at TLC. Roman and KO have such great in-ring chemistry. They have great matches together, and this was no exception. It was fantastic. Really, really good moveset. It was KO was actually dominating the early stages of the match, which was fun to see. He was hitting super kicks. He hit like a lot of splashes on Roman, but then Roman gets back on top. Roman's matches are quite similar now. We all know, like, he dominates the early parts, but then it gets quite more even towards the end, and then it gets quite close towards him. Lots of finisher kickouts, and there was a very close bit where KO hits Roman wants Sami to get him a chair, but Sami's hesitating. But in that hesitation, KO hits a stunner on Roman for a very close near fall. Oh my god! Everyone was like this. Oh my god! And Sami was like that. Oh my god! Did I just nearly cost Roman the belt? Oh, and it was close. Even though we all knew KO wasn't winning, but still, it just felt close. But then towards the end, Roman gets back on top. He hits. I think he starts like beating up KO outside the ring. He starts throwing him on the steel steps. And Sami was struggling to watch because it's his former best friend. Oh. Then they get back in the ring and KO's just gone. Of course, Roman hits a low blow on Roman hits a low blow on KO when the ref wasn't looking, because the ref got knocked out, and KO also hit a pop-up powerbomb, probably had the match won, but the ref was out the ring. Poor KO again. But then towards the end, like, Roman just gets back on top on a battered KO spear. KO kicked out of the first spear, which was a big. Or was it 2 spears? Yeah, I think KO kicked out of 2 spears. That was a big OMG. So that was a big spot. But then towards the end, it was too much. So if Roman hits another spear, 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns retains, as we all thought he would. And but then the match didn't end there. The Usos come into the ring, the Bloodline, with Solo, and they start beating up poor KO over and over again, just repeatedly beating him down. And I was like, something's going to happen here with Sami. Something's going to happen. And Sami was like, looking all heartbroken, like he didn't want to, like, what are you doing? You won, Roman, why are you being such a dick and beating up KO? Then they get handcuffs and they start beating him up some more against the ring ropes. And I was like, oh, for God's sake, poor KO. And then Roman goes to Sami and goes, finish him off with a steel chair. But Sami can't do it. He's like, and Roman gets more and more pissed off, going, do it. And he starts like getting in Sami's face. I was like, oh, the crowd felt it was coming. So then when Roman's back's turned, Sami goes, and he whacks Roman in the back with the chair to a massive pop. Oh my god! Yes, Sami, yes! Oh my, the pop was huge. This is what happens when you've built up this story so well for like a year and a half, last year. 6-7 months of this Sami Zayn with the Bloodline storyline, the honorary Usos and all that, but he's finally stood up to Roman and whacked him in the back with a chair. I was like, oh my god, yes, Sami, yes. But then the crowd went nuts, but then the Usos were like, what are you doing, man? They start all beating up on Sami, and then Roman's pissed off and he starts beating down Sami. Oh no. But then Jey Uso can't do it, and Jey Uso's looking at Roman like that, and Jey Uso goes, I'm done. And Jey Uso leaves the ring, and I'm like, Oh my God! Is this the beginning of the end of the bloodline? Oh my goodness! Jey Uso leaves the ring too. It was like, so yeah, Jey Uso's like, I'm done. And Roman's like looking really pissed off, and there was a fuck you, Roman. So Roman's got like nuclear level heat now for beating down Sami and KO. And there was like, fuck you, Roman. That was great. Oh, man. So yes, it looks very likely. I think we are going to be getting Sami Zayn versus Roman at Elimination Chamber because it's in Montreal. Oh, that's going to be a really good match. The crowd is going to be so hot for Sami. It's in his hometown. That's going to be a great match. I can just see it now. But yeah, talk about this. It's the beginning of the end of the bloodline, more or less, because Jey Uso was like, I'm done. Sami Zayn stood up to Roman and attacked him. Yes, Sami. So right now, the bloodline's only Jimmy, Solo, Paul, and Roman. I think Jimmy will probably come around soon and maybe walk away with Jey. Solo might stick with Roman for a bit, but Solo might want to go off and do his own thing. So yeah, this could be the beginning of the end of the bloodline. But this was such a well told segment, and you know this storyline with Sami and the bloodline. It's been one of the best written storylines in WWE for the past several years, easily. I loved the trial, Sami's trial on Raw. This was fantastic, and such good storytelling. Oh my God, my heart was pounding. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And yeah, then Roman, Sami, and Roman. Oh, excuse me. Roman, Solo, and Jimmy walk off to the back with Paul Heyman, and KO and Sami are just beaten down. But yeah, big, massive face turn for Sami. And yeah, we'll see what happens on Raw and SmackDown next week. It's going to be very interesting. Woo! So that was the Royal Rumble, guys. Great show, really good show. The only slight negative was, I think, Rhea and Bianca and Alexa could have gone a bit longer. The pitch black match was fine, but nothing. I mean, could have gone 5 minutes, could have been a bit longer. But no, both men's Rumbles were amazing. Cody and Rhea, great winners for both were Rumbles, both worthy winners. And the KO and Roman was great. And the finish with Sami, oh my God, was just perfect. I can't wait to see what happens now. Sami's going to become like the biggest babyface of the company now, isn't he? More than Cody. I think Sami's probably more popular than Cody at the minute. Even though Cody won the Rumble, I think Sami's probably got more fan outcry behind him. So I think this might be like Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 situation. We'll see. But only other thing to say was, where was The Rock? No Rock whatsoever. I was a bit gutted with that. I was really thinking The Rock was going to show up in some form. Maybe not on the Rumble, maybe at the end. Maybe he shows up and confronts Roman or something. But no, but there's still hope. There's still hope for The Rock. I think Triple H did tease it on the press conference saying it still could happen maybe. But, you know, if he is busy with just his films or he just couldn't get in ring shape, it's a shame because I really wanted to see The Rock and Roman because I feel like this is the best time to do it. WrestleMania at Hollywood. And The Rock's not getting any younger. You know, he's in his 50s now, so I think this is the best time to do it. But no Rock. But maybe it still could happen. Maybe Jey calls The Rock in to deal with Roman or something. I don't know. I can't. I've called in The Rock or something like that. We'll see. But there's still time. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. It was a great show. Oof, I'm knackered, but I'll be back with Callum in a week or two time with our Elimination Chamber prediction video. Probably in 2-3 weeks. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, guys. What were your thoughts on the Royal Rumble? Comment below. Let me know. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in February. Bye, guys.